I just felt like coming on here and chilling. I don't really have a topic today, but I just thought I'd hop on and, yeah, just mingle. It's a Wednesday, so it's middle of the week, and I thought, let's hang out. Let's do a live. Let's be alive on a Wednesday. Yeah, that's what we're doing. There is one thing on my mind. I just saw a movie trailer. It was called The Sheep Detective. If you have seen the trailer, what do you think about that? Yes, that is one topic that is on my mind. It has Hugh Jackman in it and a bunch of sheep. And the sheep are a animated sheep. They're not real sheep. And so I'm just going to tell you what's in the trailer. Hugh Jackman is what do you call them? They herd sheep. So sheep herder. I don't even know what they're called. Well, shepherd. He's a shepherd, anyways. So he has a bunch of sheep that he takes care of, and he's all alone, as in no other human connection. So he reads books to them at night before going to bed, and he reads them murder mysteries. And he's always like, well, I read to them, but they're animals, they don't understand. Well, the fun thing is that they do understand, and they are listening to his stories. So then, and this is all in the trailer, so I'm not spoiling anything. So then he's murdered, and then they're like, who's going to solve this murder? So the sheep mm, solve the murder, and that's the sheep detective. So that's what I saw the trailer for yesterday, and I showed it to my family, and their look was, you saw the trailer, but I actually enjoyed the trailer for it. Yeah, I might even watch it because I read in the comments someone said that so Hugh Jackman is the side character to the sheep. And that was really funny to me because he was the side character to the sheep. So that's one thing that I saw. And then what else did I see? So my sister told me that they're making a sequel to Devil Wears Prada. And I've seen the first one, but I don't know if I want to watch the second one now after so long. Yeah, you lose the track, I think. For example, they just made Freakier Friday, sequel to Freaky Friday. I wanted to watch it, but then I didn't because it's been so long. So I think movies, you have to keep them close together so they're fresh, like Jurassic Park. Well, they just made one, so they took time in between, but yeah. So that's for the movies. What else? What else? What else is on my mind? Let me think. Hmm. TV shows. Has anybody seen Kim Kardashian's new TV show? All's Fair, I think it's called. Yes. I want to give that a shot. It actually looks good. So, for those of you who haven't seen it, there are these lawyers that, um, female lawyers, and they were not being treated fairly in the firm that they were working for. So, I think this is the story, they leave and they start their own firm. And then this, I think they start taking revenge from people, from men mostly. But they were those men were, they weren't good people per se. But Kim Kardashian looks really good in that, I think. That's my opinion. And all the cast, there's what's her name? She played Cinderella. Cinderella, Cruella. Wow, those names sound similar. What's her name? Glenn Close. Yeah, she's in there too. So that looks like a good show, but I haven't tried it yet. It's on Hulu if you have Hulu. What else? What else? I'm thinking of, because I like checking out new things and new music, new movies. So I'm thinking, what if I've heard of any new songs? I heard of one. I heard a new song, and hi, Amber Edwards, welcome. We are just chilling here, talking about shows and movies. And I'm trying to think of a song that I just heard. I don't remember what song that was. Oh, thank you for liking, Amber. What song was it? It was playing on the radio. Ah, gosh. Well, anyways, so I can't remember the music. I saw a Korean show recently, but I can't remember the name. Oh, it was called I Married My Number One Hater or something like that. It was something along those lines. And so the story of that is, there's a pop star singer. And so he has a separate world, and then there's a journalist. They're separate worlds, they don't know each other. So at an event, well, what happens is this guy has a misunderstanding, and this girl, they both have misunderstanding of each other. They think that, hi, Barrick, welcome. And they both have a misunderstanding that leads them to believe that the other person, oh, thank you, Barrick, thank you for subscribing. And they both believe that the other person is a bad person. And I'm just using very vague words. You have to watch it. It has subtitles if you don't know Korean. And so they think that the other person is like an evil person. So what happens is, the girl, she thinks that the guy hit a girl, and he didn't. And this is all in the trailer, so I'm not spoiling anything. But he didn't. It's a big misunderstanding on her part. And so she starts, and she thinks, she's like, he's such a top superstar. He has no right being this famous, and the world needs to know. Oh, thank you, Barrick. Thank you for liking. And the world needs to know that he's not a good person. So she starts to um, have these riots against him, and she's like going around saying, stop watching his videos, stop listening to his music. And he has a lot of fans. So all these girls start to his fans start to harass her. So this guy, he's like, why is she doing this to me? So his manager says, why don't we embrace her? Like, why don't you use this to your advantage and show the world that you're such a good person and welcome her as a friend? So they do that. They pretend, and she's confused. And they're like, well, our fan here, she thinks we are bad people, but we will show her that we are good people, and we will welcome her in our world. And they just take her in. And she's like, what's going on? So they're like, well, in privacy, they tell her that you need to stop doing this. And she's like, well, I'm going to expose you and all. So then one thing leads to another. So the companies, the production companies, want to make money from this. So they say, why don't we create a game show, a reality show, not a game show? And on this reality show, you guys are going to pretend live together. It's all fake. We know, but not the audience doesn't know. And you guys are going to live together and then end up getting married. So they both know this is fake. The guy's like, okay, because this is just good for my image. But the girl's like, I don't want to do this. But the thing is, she needs money. So I tell her, we'll pay you good money. And she says, okay, I'll do one season of it. And that's where I stopped watching because I got busy. But that is a fun show. And their acting is nice, it's very cozy. And you get to see Korea. If you want to visit one day, you know what it looks like. So that's something that I'm watching these days. Anything else that I'm watching? Oh, the trailer for Odyssey just came out. And for Spider-Man fans, it has Tom Holland in it. I did not know that Tom Holland was coming in anything anytime soon. He's become so private. I remember he shared that he had been struggling with um, a drinking thing. Um, oh, thank you, Barrick. Um, so he was struggling with that. So he decided to take some time off from acting because that can take a toll on you if you're struggling with something like that. So then he just, I remember he did Romeo and Juliet. Hi, Triple W Farm. Hi. So um, he took a break. Well, he did a play, a theatrical play in London, Romeo and Juliet. I wanted to go to that so bad. And then he disappeared, sort of. And then news came out that he has been trying to recover, trying to heal from that drinking concern in his life. And he's doing well. So now his movie is coming out. It's the Odyssey, and that's the Greek mythology of a warrior that goes out to sea, I think. I read that in school. But Matt Damon is the main lead in that. And Tom Holland is, I don't know what part he's playing. But I was happy to see that he's doing well because I remember when the news came out of his personal struggles, he didn't look so good. He looked stressed out. And he shared that he couldn't sleep at night and he shared that, hi Seth, hello. He shared that when he would go to bed at night, um, he could feel like there were paparazzi. Yes, Barry, I'm just chilling. I'm just talking about things. He felt like paparazzi were around and taking pictures, and he was overwhelmed. So I think maybe that's what led to his other concerns, and he took a break. So now there's that movie. I'm just a movie fan. I love watching movies and learning about what's coming up next. I saw I I saw another trailer. Oh yeah, so I saw a trailer for this movie. This one's not a new movie, and it was in Italian, I want to say, but I saw it in English subtitles. So it was called The Princess's Bodyguard. And I'll just share the story and then I gotta go. So there's the princess, right? And she's like, her parents say that now it's your age to take the throne. So she's like, okay, but she's not too excited. So they say we're holding a gala and you have to come to that, and um, just bring a a date, bring a date. And she has no date. So she's like, okay, she's trying to think of something. And so her parents say, okay, we have hired you a bodyguard, right? Because you are a princess, you need someone like that. So the bodyguard is just going around with her. And I think what she ends up doing is, I can't fully remember, but she pretends that he is her date. And that, like, just, you know how that's gonna end. They're gonna be together. And I just really enjoyed that movie. So yeah, those are just a few stories that I wanted to share. I gotta go now, but yeah, thanks guys for hanging out, for listening to my movie stories, and I had a good time. I will see you in the next live. Okay, take care, guys. Bye.